Lack of farmers' rights in the Zambian constitution has remained a source of concern to farmers' rights in the choice of seed. Monopolization and funding of hybrid seed by the government has resulted in many farmers, especially small-scale, having difficulties in the choice of seed. Indigenous seed varieties are slowly becoming vanished. Current laws favoring commercial seeds used in industrial agriculture are posing a threat to agriculture sector. Government has equally not provided a ready market for indigenous seed produce, resulting into more pressure on small-scale farmers opting for transition to hybrid seed. However, small-scale farmers in the country have requested the government to integrate both seeds to enable them make a better choice and ensure that policies are formulated that will support sustainable agriculture practices such as agroecology.
Local maize, if you compare it na many hybrids, mpezati ina advantages yambiri. One of the advantages yakwe bati local maize mukaishanga chino chake. Next season mukolola then mwasankamo mwashanga futi ivomera. But hybrid mukaishanga chino chake next season uzafunika futi kubwerera futi kwapasa ndraba inangu. So meaning na economy momene yalo vanilla so ngati muntu afuna kuchita save, it's better aenda kulima local maize because iyeve sisi la mpamvu.
Tipemba boma titandizire ku mbeu za kudala drama zitivuta. So tikashanga mbeu za kudala izi mbeu tinazipeza za makolo bakufa baziya naisi tazipeza but palibe drama za miti tabanje tiononga pakula seed.
Ili simple na kushanga kupambana na chani ababana wasibasi tikona kuti cause mbeu ya kudala kuyambira makolo ya kujamenezo msi ero kudala siwezo hizi kana fertilizer yamene bayisi this time ni chakuti mchani soil inaonongeka.
And Zambia National Farmers Union ZNFU Public Relations Officer Kelvin Kalei says as the government make advancement on the seed, it is imperative to protect indigenous seed varieties.
In as much as we are making advancements, we need to protect the indigenous seed. We need to protect the indigenous seed for posterity and so on, because this is a seed that our forefathers lived on. It's important that these seed varieties are protected, the indigenous seed varieties are protected. I know there's been attempts by Seed Control and Certification Institute, to preserve the old indigenous seed. That is not to say we shouldn't move ahead with hybrids and the kind of seed varieties that mature in the days that you want them to mature.
And the Minister of Agriculture, Ruben Mtoro Piri, says government will not only protect the traditional seed, but also to promote traditional agricultural practices to promote diverse, nutritious and abundant food.
Because there's a lot of organic fertilizers which are now being packaged and can be sprayed, but it is something which is supposed to be taken gradually. You remember former Minister Honorable Skatana actually brought about, he made popular the concept of cow dung. Every time he was talking cow dung, people used to make fun of him. But that's where we are going now, because that is the type of agriculture practice which the world is looking forward to. People don't want these fertilizers, etc., accusing them of causing cancer and all sorts of things.
Participatory Ecological Land Use Management Pelamu Zambia Programs Officer Wilfred Miga is happy with the minister's pronouncement.
That is a positive move. If that is implemented, we are going to see more of our farmers growing our own local seed. But why do we want to support the expansion and growth of our own local seed? A point to note is, using local seed, you can recycle it year in, year out. But with hybrid seed, you cannot recycle it. So it will mean that the farmers, seed has become very expensive. But if they grow their local seed, they will be able to select from the field, plant it next year, and have less expense in terms of buying seed.
Restoring the link between crop diversity and climate resilience, there is need to utilize traditional wisdom to preserve indigenous seed varieties, which are on the verge of extinction. It is hoped that governments will support the knowledge. Soko Sylvester Banda, Zed TV.